feeling all is how you guys doing? So we're doing things a little bit different here on Anime Friday. First of all, let's introduce that boy Phil up in here. Thank you for joining us for today's topic, Phil.
What's up, peoples?
And of course, we got that man Mike in here. So guys, we're doing Anime Friday a little bit different this time. So lately, there's been a lot of talk how Marvel and really like it's really Marvel and DC how they pretty much complaining how people are not really buying their stuff or they're saying people are pirating their stuff and pretty much how they saying that they're better than Japanese mangas and it's been a lot of comparison to like My Hero Academia to how Marvel is now. It's been a lot of talk lately and I want to do something different. So I got Mike and Phil in here with me and we're gonna but somebody, you say you got something you want to say, so I'm gonna let you start this off, bro.
Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and bust this topic wide open. All right. So, to Marvel's defense, yes, they have picked up so much traction in the last like 10 years with their fan base. It is ridiculous. They are like bringing so many new fans into the Marvel club. You know what I'm saying? DC,
Right.
yeah, because it's a movie. It's easier to watch than reading something, and I fully get that. But these DC, of course, they ain't
Yeah.
they know Marvel. They know Marvel, and everybody knows that. Anyways, here's my point. Okay, you got you got Marvel that's finally bringing canonicity to the MCU to television, right?
Right.
Loki, WandaVision, uh, Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's cool. It's cool. Great shows. I am not gonna knock Marvel for it. But if you take the MCU and the DCU, right,
Right.
combine them together, they will still not have anything. And this is my point on Dragon Ball Super. I'm just gonna compare the two to the one. That is it.
Right. Right.
I
Right.
don't gotta talk about Naruto. I'm not talking about One Piece. I'm not talking about any of the other heavy hitters right now. Let's talk about Dragon Ball Super for a minute.
Right.
The fact that the whole world got together to watch this season for the series finale for the first portion of Dragon Ball Super,
Right.
all in unison, all over the world, just goes to show you that anime is just nothing to play with. Like the West, I don't know. To me, I feel like the Western world, when it comes to pop culture and media, is so limited to the majority being in America, and by America I mean Canada and the United States. I'm not even talking about
Right.
South America right now, because the rest of the world, yeah, they like American pop culture. It's all fine and dandy, but then you got Dragon Ball Super. You know what I'm saying? You got
Right.
Naruto, bro. Naruto. Who doesn't know Naruto?
Right.
Who doesn't know Goku? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Who hasn't read a manga? Who hasn't seen any anime? But then you can go out to somebody right now and you could just be like, "Yo, have you seen, I don't know, the first Iron Man movie in the MCU?" More people are gonna say no to that and say yes that they've seen an episode of Naruto than that.
And then if you really think about it, and just really think about it, because again, like going off the Super, Super is one of those animes where I didn't want to wait for the dub to come out. I strictly watched the sub,
Japanese, right?
and I'm like, I gotta know what happens. I can't wait to this to come out. And I was like, yo, like it. And like I said, now with you know, the tournament power was long and it prolonged so much stuff, but the wait was nearly worth waiting for. Like who's gonna get eliminated? So many theories about Super. Like I remember, like when the intro for the tournament power happened. Everybody saw like the number of Dragon Balls everybody had. It's like, oh, so this is the number everybody gonna get out. Like let's say Krillin had the first star Dragon Ball, 1 star Dragon Ball. He's gonna be the first one out. That wasn't even the case because again, I would give that much credit because he didn't know who was gonna get eliminated. Like I said, for what it's worth, what made really super guy. It's like everyone has a chance to shine. For me, it's like Krillin, Roshi, Gohan, Piccolo to an extent. That's another
They,
argument for another
they,
time.
they still killed my boy
They,
Gohan. But anyways,
yeah, just have to say we gonna say that.
I'm gonna say that for a whole other day,
we
bro.
gonna say that for a whole other day. But it really is like into a topic because even I don't know if you remember this, Mike. Like years back, Marvel did a thing called Marvel Mangaverse, and I have never been so excited. They had like manga version of certain Marvel of their superheroes. Spider Man is more like a ninja. The X Men's like X Men's still like outcasts and stuff like that. Punisher was actually a female Japanese school teacher, and I loved it. I was like, yo, like the Marvel Mangaverse was so different. Even Venom, Black Cat, everything, and I was really geeked. I was like, I wish they continued this. Even Daredevil looked good, bro. It's like, wow. I was like, for them, for me, like I said, like, and you really think about the only time people get together when it comes to Marvel. Again, I'm an avid comic book reader. I haven't read as much as I used to because how the story, how they doing Marvel, and how, I'm gonna get more detail on that in a bit. But it's like you don't like. Let's sometimes people get there like for Marvel or DC, where it's either a movie or a special event. Case in point with the Arrowverse when they did Crisis on Infinite Earths, everybody, and I mean everybody, got together to watch how that was going to play out, how it's going to end. Endgame, everybody
Okay,
watched that.
let me hold on. Let me
Wait,
stop you right there. Let me stop
All
you
right,
right
no,
there.
no, go. Yeah, go ahead,
Because because um the like DC, right? I told you I'm not really that big of a DC fan. I'm not.
right,
I got my favorites,
mm-hmm.
heroes and villains,
Right.
but they came out with these like really good shows, and I haven't seen a single full episode.
But that's what
I know
that's what I'm
I know
saying.
I'm
But that's
probably
what I'm
gonna get
saying
bashed
though.
for it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get bashed for it. I haven't seen a single full episode of The Flash. I haven't seen a single full episode of Arrow. I haven't seen the Superman reboot. I haven't seen Batwoman. I haven't seen Supergirl. I haven't seen none of those shows. The last DC based show that I watched that I was actually kind of hooked on was Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
bro.
What you gonna say,
Yeah,
Phil?
bro. I can't really. The movies, yeah, the DC movies are good, but you can't. It's hard to compare them in a way. Okay, like, all right, I'm a big Naruto fan. I've
Mm-hmm.
never watched an episode of Dragon Ball Super. Mike could vouch for it.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen an episode of Super. Or yeah, I never seen an episode of Super or the new Dragon Ball. But I was a big Naruto fan, and the movies just don't like the movies and the cartoons. It's not. I can't. I don't feel it. Like I can't. Like
Like
it just they're just weird.
You talking
like
about like the
the
DC
DC.
cartoons and the DC movies and stuff?
Yeah, I think they just try. I don't think they try too hard. I think they're not. They're doing a little bit too much to push the characters out of what they are.
I can vouch for that because speaking of
I can
shows,
feel it.
I felt like what's the show called Titans. I have yet to watch it
I haven't
because
seen it neither.
soon, I'm gonna tell you why I haven't seen it. I'm gonna let you know why I haven't seen it because when I saw the trailer and that's like so I'm thinking like Rob out here beat up everybody and if one thug said you Batman, this man like the Rob was like Batman. I'm like, yo, what happened? I said, are you Jason Todd Robin? Or come to find out, that's Dick Grayson Robin.
It's Dick Grayson, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, and
Teen Titans Robin, yeah, because I
yeah,
think
and
he's Nightwing now.
yeah, he's Nightwing now, but it threw me off. And my issue with certain combos and even live shows, and this always been my argument, you don't need to be dark for the sake of being dark. If that comic, like I'm gonna use Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is dark. And
Super dark.
and for it to be dark, for the show to be dark, I get it. I'm with that. Teen Titans, they have some dark moments, but overall the show is not dark. Another good one is I know a lot of people don't like it that much. But what's it called? Watchmen. It's a dark comic, so I expect that to be dark. Like, and I agree with Phil on that because you're trying too hard to be dark for the sake of being dark,
You
it won't
see
make.
it.
Yeah, you see
Yeah.
exactly. You see that. So it's so for me going back to like like I said, for me, like I said, like going to Super, then the topic of Bleach coming back. Some people decide for Bleach to come back. Like stuff like I said, stuff we people that we the characters that we know and people are making are like My Hero Academia. People say that's one of the best superhero stories, superhero mangas that's ever been put out. Like they're not really changing the characters. Like everything
That's solid.
makes is solid. Everything makes sense, and I follow My Hero, and I love My Hero Academia for that. Where you got Marvel and DC, they're constantly going everywhere. They're going
Okay.
to
Oh,
the.
It
oh,
doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing.
It's
okay.
not. I say.
Like,
I go.
Let's let's let's
Go ahead
look
and make your
at
point. Go ahead.
let's look at the one of the oldest animes. I'm talking
Mm.
about like the Holy Grail, the one that started. Did it started?
Shit.
I want to say One Piece.
I'm trying to go way,
Is
way back because, like, for me,
yes, it is
it
one
was
of
like
bro, I
It
thought
was
you was
Dragon
about to
Ball.
say. I
I
thought you was
was
about to say something like Astro Boy or Speed Racer, bro, because
no.
those are still solid too, bro.
you know, they
I'm
are
talking.
solid.
Well, yeah, they're solid, but I'm talking about like this is One Piece is still going on. It's still going on.
Yeah, that's true.
Naruto stopped. I mean, they have Boruto now, but the original Naruto stopped. This is still the original One Piece, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
They could put out, if you think about it, bro, they could put out one episode, and it makes anything that DC looks like is just there. Like, who is DC compared to that one episode they put out? As long as they've been out, bro.
Yo,
That's true. Go ahead, Mike. Now I made my point.
let's compare. All right.
Okay.
In your eyes, True, what is the best Marvel movie and what is the best DC movie? I'm gonna make my point.
All right. So
Sheesh.
I think right now the best DC movie, honestly, is Zack Snyder's Justice League. The
Okay.
best Marvel movie to this point, I'm gonna have to say Endgame. I'm gonna have to say Endgame right now.
Okay.
Cause okay, so yeah, that's my favorite Marvel movies, but to
Phil,
date,
what are your two favorite movies? One Marvel, one DC.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with the Incredible Hulk because
that's a good
that's my
movie too.
dude.
That's a good movie.
That's my like there's no way like that's my number one superhero no matter what.
Right.
DC movies, I'm gonna
I
have to
mean, it could be
go with
anything. It could be
the
a standalone movie. It could be like Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey. It could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
no, it's Batman Returns.
Oh God, yeah. With Michael
Oh,
Keaton.
jeez.
Whew, boy, that's a good one though.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, that's a good
Okay.
one. That's a yeah,
yes, it's one of my favorite movies. Like that's
yeah,
it's that's what I like. I like that movie.
yeah. That's true.
Let me ask y'all this. Well, I mean, this is more going towards True because I know that Phil, you probably haven't seen it, but if you have, chime in. But my question is, out of all the movies that we just named, right?
Mhm.
Which one did y'all like more? Those four movies that y'all just named, or the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie?
Man, why you gotta do that,
Hey,
bro?
right,
Why you
dog.
gotta do
right.
that, bro? Come on, bro. Come on,
Ah,
bro. I mean, what
bruh.
you mean,
I ain't
bro?
gonna lie. Hey, that's
This is a
super. That,
conversation. This is a
hey,
conversation.
Broly,
The
bro.
Dragon Ball Super movie. Hey, the Broly movie was good, bro. I
It
can't.
was,
I can't hate on that because, bro, how they did that, the
they
retelling
did
of
that.
Broly, God, like everything fits. Jeez,
Yo,
Okay,
no,
everything.
okay. Let
what
me
got
let me
Okay,
me
make it
okay,
a little.
hooked?
Let me make it a little bit easier. Let me
I
make it a little
watched
bit
the
easier for
movie about five
Marvel and
times,
DC.
bruh.
bro. That's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
okay. How
That's
many
what I'm
times have
saying.
y'all watched Endgame?
Honestly, maybe twice,
I watched
three
it twice.
possibly.
Probably
Twice.
Yes,
like
I.
three, four
I watched
times.
Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Super
but
Broly at least about 3 or 4 times, bro.
Bro, what got me, bro? What got me was when I was getting off the spaceship and Vegeta and Goku was staring at Broly's dad, and all you hear is bro just yell to the top of his lungs, Broly! And bro came through the. I mean, he came through the mountain, bro. Yo, I almost said it, bro. But he came through the mountain, bro. I never had goosebumps in my life watching a Dragon Ball
bro,
movie.
Yo,
I did, bro. I really that like that,
so that is my point. Y'all see how crazy we're going over this Dragon Ball Super movie right now?
right?
Did y'all say anything about Endgame like that? No.
No, no,
Y'all
No,
say
wait.
anything about it?
no, no. Wait.
No, I'm not saying that Endgame is a bad movie. I'm not saying that Endgame is a bad movie, but the hype behind Endgame was real. Don't get me wrong, but folks spaz about a Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, bro. Folks spaz about that movie, and then I'm gonna make it a little bit easier. All right, take the Broly movie out of the equation right now. All four of them movies, or how hype were y'all? At least true. How hype were you when Battle of the Gods was announced, and you heard that
real
Dragon Ball
talk.
was
Hey,
gonna come
real
back?
talk. I was geek. I am not gonna lie. I was actually geek for that because y'all like
That that
Dragon
that
Ball
was lit,
came
bro.
back. Dragon Ball came back. I was like, yo, said Dragon Ball back. I was all for it. I was all
Everybody
for
was
it.
like, "Yo, who was that? Who was the cat? Who was the cat? Why is he fighting Go?" Bro, like folks had questions. Like I said, don't get me wrong. I love Marvel. I was geeked every time when they came out with another movie. I was excited, ecstatic. Bro, I can't wait for this movie to come out. I think this and this and this is gonna happen. This, that, and the third. No, when Dragon Ball announced Battle of the Gods, my mouth hit the floor, bro. I was more excited for a new Dragon Ball series than I was the next Marvel series.
True. That's very true. That's very
I can't speak for everybody else because everybody not it's not everybody that likes anime. It's certain people that just wholeheartedly just love Western superheroes.
right.
And those are those people that are saying, "Oh yeah, well Superman can beat Goku," but then like the anime heads are saying that Goku can beat Superman. I'm not saying the fan base is not there. I'm not saying that. But when you have the whole world itching to watch the last episode of Dragon Ball Super,
That's
the
true.
whole world, and they play Dragon Ball Super and they sell out football arenas to play
Just
to play
just
Dragon Ball Super on a jumbotron, selling tickets at movie theaters, and bruh, what?
yeah.
No, you ain't never heard nobody saying, "Oh, Endgame about to show at the Falcons Arena, or the Lions Stadium." You know, you ain't never heard that.
That's true.
You ain't never heard that.
That's definitely
This
true,
man
bro.
Goku is about to fight Jiren for the last time. I'm showing this at the Starbucks. I'm showing it at football arenas. I'm showing this at the church. I don't care where it is. If you got a TV, Dragon Ball Super, the final episode
Yeah.
was on.
And I think what made I think I like what made that tournament power jump so godlike because like Goku got eliminated trying to beat Jiren. I'm like, and nobody wasn't even. I didn't see that jump coming. I was like, yo, like did Goku just? But did Goku and Frieza just work together? I'm like, yo, it's like I know in some comments, yeah, they got the heroes and villain, but Goku and Frieza's rival was legendary, bro. And it's like you got these two guys who hate each other for so long, and now
Yeah,
all of
they
a sudden
want to
they,
rip each other's heads off. And
That's
then now
you
you mean to
know.
tell me that they about to fight together?
Did
I gotta
y'all
see what
did y'all
happens.
know that Naruto and Dragon Ball Z is linked in a way, but nobody knows the way they're linked. Okay,
No.
how
so
Yeah, I don't
Nah,
know. That's
that sounds a little too fan made, bro.
No,
right.
no. Listen, no. I'm being so serious because it's a proven fact. Okay, there's nine tailed beasts in Naruto, right? One of the
I mean,
tailed beasts, I don't know which one it is. It's one of the tailed beasts. His name is Son of Goku, the
Son
rider.
Goku. Son
Yes,
Goku is a Korean folklore, and it's been used in a
listen,
lot of anime.
right,
Hmm.
but it's came the dude that wrote Naruto said it himself that that character itself is based off of Goku.
I believe it. No, there's a lot of anime that is based off of Goku. Now I was gonna bring it
Yeah.
up too. There's an anime I can't remember what it is, but like one of the characters came in. It was like, "What are you doing in here?" Like, "Oh, I'm not coming out of here until I learn the the most powerful move ever." And then he goes in and starts describing it, saying that there used to be a legendary warrior that took on aliens and da 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 da. And he was like describing Goku, and he was like, "The move I'm trying to learn is a sacred move called a Kamehameha wave." In a whole
That's
nother anime.
and hold on me up. That's true. That's definitely true.
I ain't like. Don't get me wrong. There has been crossovers in Western shows. Dexter's Laboratory had the Avengers in it,
Oh
like
yeah,
some
the
knockoff Avengers.
yeah, some
I mean,
knockoff
it's
Avengers,
happened.
right?
It's happened,
Phineas and
bro.
Ferb added the Avengers in it.
I'm gonna bring it back to the whole Asian folklore thing because it's not just Son Goku that they've done that to. The Nine Tails has been in
Yes.
video games. It's been
Yep.
in anime. It's been in so much stuff. Pokemon has Nine Tails. Okami was
Yeah.
based on the Nine Tails.
Yep.
Naruto,
Yep.
Nine Tail Fox. Like, bro, like the characters in anime are way more iconic to a lot more people in the world than Western superheroes. I'm sorry.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And again, we're not saying that like what Marvel and DC are doing, their characters are not iconic, not in the slightest. But we're saying like as like what's
As
that
a
dude name?
combined,
As a combined,
people of the world. That's what I'm saying.
right? And I think like with that, I think that's the thing people not like. For me, like I said, like I was reading Marvels. I read Marvel since I was like elementary, bro. That's how I've been in the game for like reading Marvel and DC stuff. But it's like for me, again, it was just something about anime. It was something about it that just really got like garnered my attention. Like I need to watch this. Like I need to find out what happened in the next episode of Dragon Ball or Naruto or One Piece. Like how this is going to play out. Despite my indifferences I have with how the archetype of Goku is, and like I can't forget the statement that he left on like really on any, not just mine life but anybody else's, like Naruto. Like I said, like the things that Naruto did, it did so much for me as growing up. Like it's like, dog, so this is good. And like when people, again, I'm not knocking it, but as for me as a reader who read a lot of comic books, a lot of manga, I feel like with certain mangas it stayed consistent. Besides Dragon Ball displaying their abilities, that's a whole nother different story, a whole different time. I ain't gonna talk about it, but it made a lot of sense for me, bro. And I was like,
Oh
yo,
yeah.
so this, I was like, I got it. Where in certain like areas of Marvel or like again, I'm not saying changes is bad, but it's how they do the changes really my argument with that. It's
It's too
like
drastic, too fast without a link. That's
yes,
your problem. That's your problem,
yes,
and
yes.
I can't fault you for it.
Like I said I don't have issue like I can't tell you the last time I read an X-Men comic book or DC comic book. If I happen to read it, I go on YouTube and watch the little highlights they got for it, or somebody just read it in dramatic, like a comic story and stuff like that. Like that, I'll go check that out and read that. I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty good. I like with the whole what's the last event DC had? Death Metal. I'm like, oh, I said this show is actually pretty good. I enjoyed this, but I never really picked it up because probably just didn't feel need to do it. or how they gonna explain this? How they gonna explain that? Stuff like that. It bothers me. I'm like, I want it to be explained so I can understand it more. Where in anime or manga, to say the least, it's like, yo, this makes sense. This is understandable. I get it. It's like that's what I want for my stories. Like, if you don't be too drastic with the change, then yeah, I'm hooked. I'm all in.
See,
But like I said,
I'm gonna voice an unbiased.
mm,
Uh, I'm gonna bring up something very unbiased because I know I've been talking about a lot of anime right now, but
mm,
last thing I really got a big say about anime for now is if anime isn't a heavy hitter to 90% of the world, Western style anime would not be a thing.
that's true.
Like Avatar, the last airbender.
Avatar,
Good point.
Avatar,
Good point.
Samurai Jack,
Yep.
Afro Samurai,
Facts.
um,
Facts.
Yasuke,
Definitely facts. Oh my god.
bro.
Facts.
Definitely facts.
For Marvel and DC to come out and say that they're a better franchise than anime, that's a bold.
That's
claim.
like saying
It's
that's like
very bold.
saying that's like saying Taco Bell is better than authentic Mexican food, bro.
I mean, he kind of got a point.
You got a point. I ain't arguing about it. That's a good point, though. That's a good point, though, Phil.
So I'm gonna go ahead and segue into my whole unbiased topic right now.
Mm.
With everything that I say, Marvel's better than DC. Anime is better than Marvel and DC. I still feel like there are still certain franchises that kill the game for a lot of different, you know, genres, I guess you could say.
Mm.
Well, within subgenres in the superhero
Right.
franchises. Perfect example. The Killing Joke was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
God, man, the Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans,
Oh yeah. God,
solid.
yeah.
I watch Teen Titans go. As goofy and stupid as it is,
I do watch
Teen
you.
Titans go.
I do watch you Titans go.
But
I actually do.
Is that the one when it's more cartoony?
Yes,
yeah,
that one's
Teen
more
Titans Go
cartoony.
is the more cartoony. It's the
Because I remember watching the one where they're actually serious.
Teen Titans. But that's what I was. That was
Yes.
my first point.
Yeah.
Teen Titans is a really solid series. It followed the comic books. I mean, verbatim.
Yeah,
Like it was
yeah.
a
Really, they
massive
did.
show. Batman Beyond, another one.
Massive,
I used to be
massive
hooked
show.
on.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Okay, now that's just me just saying, hey, DC's not an all bad, franchise.
Right.
Let's go over to Marvel for a second.
No. Oh, go ahead.
90s Spider-Man. Me, Sonic and Phil were just talking about it. 90s Spider-Man.
That's a good
Still
show.
One of my
Still one of the best. One of the
to
best
this
Spider-Man
day.
shows. Sir. One of the best shows. I ain't schooling X-Men, but God, that '90s Spider-Man, that intro. Ooh, God, it's just like the stories they was telling. They couldn't go as
Dude.
dark as Green, but they told enough where they can get away with
Their
it.
darkness came from Carnage. Like, bro,
Yeah, ooh,
Carnage
yeah.
was enough. Carnage was
Carnage,
enough.
yeah,
He
Carnage
wreaked
was definitely.
havoc.
Carnage was definitely. I really wish they could have done the Maximum Carnage storyline. Oh God, that would have been great to see
Dude,
them
if
do
they,
that.
I want a live
Ah, that's-
Maximum Carnage, bro.
Bruh,
And I promise
they-
you, it needs to be rated R. It
Now,
cannot.
no.
It-
One character that really had me excited, bro, and I don't know if y'all gonna agree with me, but one character that really had me excited about being in the DC universe, and I'm glad they brought this man to live action, was I think it was Bane. The dude
Oh
with the
yeah,
mask who snapped
Yeah,
the top
and-
of the
Bane was
airplane
good.
off, bro.
yeah, Bane
Bruh,
and Bane done right, and it's
yo,
That
And
Bane
Bane-
was good. That Bane was
he
good.
hijacked a plane out of midair, bruh.
that
No,
Bane. Yeah,
here's
that's
the
that's
thing.
the
That
best.
Bane was good.
That
And
Bane
OG
was good.
Was good too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even the one that was in
Batman
Forever.
Rob.
I kind of messed with that Bane too, bro. He was kind of
I
goddamn
don't
stupid.
know. I mean, he kept the strength, but I hate how they did his intelligence. But at least they kept the strength of Bane. But like my thing is like now going back to the cartoons for Marvel, like let's say '90s Spider Man, '90s
I was gonna
X
say
Men,
'90s X-Men too. That was gonna be my next one. '90s X-Men.
Fantastic Four, Iron Man. You know, dude, even X Men Evolution was definitely a good one.
Evolution was
Uh,
good.
but then you look at it now, and you really look at it, it's like, where is these cartoons now? Really think about it, because
I really feel like the last really, really good one, honestly, was the Spider-Man that they were showing on MTV. After
really,
that, I kind of
I
lost
that
interest.
that's because like to me, I think Spectacular Spider Man is good. I did not like Ultimate Spider Man. I hated even though I like even though I enjoyed the voice actor for Spider Man in the games, Yuri Lowenthal. I like his voice actor for Peak. I really felt that authenticity he has for him, but I just didn't like these last two Spider-Mans they put out. It's like, bro, it's like don't I don't feel I don't have those
What
same emotions.
what
I don't
what Batman was it? What Batman was it where he was all blacked out with the red bat symbol?
Batman
Beyond.
Beyond.
That
Batman
was
Beyond.
Beyond.
That was
That was the
Bat.
best one.
That was
That's
That
yeah,
was the best
yeah.
one.
I remember
yeah.
watching that one when I was
Hands
little.
down.
That used to be a good ass show to me.
Hands down, yeah. Hands down, that's one of the best Batmans. Yeah, I agree. That's because then I like how they gave him closure in Justice League Unlimited, where they found out, like, oh, Bruce is really is Terry's father, and I'm like, yo, it's like y'all could have not done this so much to. Like how they did this, wrapped it up in a tiny bowl. Like he fans, see y'all go. Thank you for your dedication. Here you go. It's like, whew, you can't go wrong with that, man. And it's like for me, like I said, going back, but like I said, like with the and I always say this, like how funny it is how Marvel used to own the small TVs for the cartoons and these little cartoon events happen. Now and then DC for a time was on the big screens until they came out with Blade and Spider Man. Then now DC, they's doing good on their cartoons. It's like, bro, how full circle is this? And how, like the turnaround is really weird and funny at the same time. But again, I'm just want everybody to know I'm just not dogging Marvel DC. But again, the reason I'm doing this differently because the gall of Marvel and DC, and I love Marvel and I love some DC too. But the gall of them to sit there and say they're better. Look, one of the biggest rumors is that Marvel and DC were supposed to team up. Actually, no, sorry, Marvel and manga were supposed to team up again and tell some different stories. Because the last time Marvel did a team up with manga was in like they had like Marvel taking on the Titans and before Titans really got as big as they are now. But it was just a one shot and it didn't really get nowhere. I was like, oh shoot, Spider Man. I said Hulk fight against the Armor Titan, and that's it. That was it. Nothing came from it. Nothing happened, and I'm like, bro, you can't be serious. And like for some type of way, like Doctor Strange supposed to team up with Yu-Gi-Oh, and he supposed to do it was supposed to be something weird, and it didn't make sense. And it's like they just dropped it. It's like everything just been dropped from that. I'm like, bro, can y'all like if Marvel will take a chance? When I mean a chance, I mean like a good chance, a chance that makes sense. Instead of, and yes, I'm going to say this, and some people may not be for it. With comics nowadays, this will be pushing an agenda. They're not really like. If you're gonna, it's gonna rub some people the wrong way, and I'm sorry, not sorry, but just like when you pushing like lesbians and trans and stuff like that, but or any type of race swapping thing, it's like I'm like people like, oh, you don't see no black people do good, bro. It's not that. I was like, if you gonna do that, tell me a story. Don't just change it for the sake of changing it. You know, like that, and that's always been my issue. That's always been my argument. It's like I don't mind you make a story like that, but if you just tell me the reasoning behind or why they scared that, or don't put a full frontal and say, "Hey, this Starfire has a daughter, but guess what? She's golf. Don't care." She's what else to say? She's overweight. Really don't care, but I think it'd be kind of cool. And she's gay. Okay, well, why that gotta be the front thing for that? Like, again, I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying that you can tell me a story without that being the thing. Because what you're doing to me, and not people not gonna speak out about it. Again, sorry, not sorry. It's like you just tell me a story. Like, why Starfire don't want to be like her mother? Why Starfire feel the way? I mean, why I can't remember her daughter's name. Forgive me, everybody. But why go that route? Like, tell me a story with it. Just tell me why you're doing it. Let me, the reader, be invested. Don't let it be so much as you put this in my face. And that's why I'm saying, like, with certain, like with anime or mangas, you read the story, you feel for the character, then it's be like, oh, I see, like, you can't go with that because you know that person ain't gonna reciprocate your same feelings for them. So this is how you feel. That makes sense to me. That's real life stuff. Because every time you're gonna bring out your feelings, that person's gonna give you back those same feelings. That's believable for me, and that's why I say with characters like Dragon Ball, Bleach, the list goes on. I'm so behind that because like that's me, like that's what I feel. And like I said, like again, sorry. We went that little rant, but this is what we're here for. This is why we're doing what we're doing. But we're gonna get ready to wrap this up. Like I said, this wasn't gonna be a long stream. But I did want to talk about this. Any last words, fellas, before we end this here?
I do want to say something that I actually just seen on Facebook. But did you know there was a Gladiator 2 coming out, and Chris Hemsworth is actually supposed to be Russell what's his name? Russell Crowe's son?
Did his son die?
I hardly can remember that movie. I just remember that movie was just so good.
I heard rumors of it, but that was almost 10 years ago, maybe.
This literally just popped up on my Facebook.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
I just thought I was gonna bring it up because Chris Hemsworth.
Okay. Yeah. And Chris Hemsworth was a good actor. I ain't gonna lie on that. Really, everybody in Marvel, is really good actors.
Yeah, it says Chris Hemsworth rumored to play Russell Crowe's son in Gladiator 2, and this was an article from about 2 months ago.
If I remember right, his son got crucified, and him and his wife. Wow. Okay. I wonder how they're gonna explain that. Let's see how illegitimate. I was just about to say that. Let's see another illegitimate son. That's one thing I can think of. But yeah. So guys, thank you so much for taking time out to watch it. Thanks to Mike. Thank you, Phil. Thank you guys for joining. This has been fun. I don't know why I think today's Saturday. Today's Friday. It's Anime Friday. But anyways, hopefully we can do some Fight with Friends on Sunday. Oh, I can't. Father's Day. Okay. I don't know. We might do a Father's Day Knockout City. We'll see where we go. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see y'all next time. And again, thanks to Phil and Mike for joining us.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard.